I'll forever submit to you, Miles. I'll forever respect you, Miles. I'll forever honor you, Miles, as the head of our home and no other. There is no other, there is no one, no plans of hell will ever prosper in our marriage and will ever hold me not to be a wife that is a Proverbs 31 woman. Amen. I will become that woman that builds the home as I follow you, as you follow Christ. That is the only thing that we will do in our household. And I promise and I vow that in heaven they hear. On earth I declare and decree, I shall be a submissive wife unto you as we continue to do this work of God.
Number one, it says that matriarchy is inferior to patriarchy, which is a whole thing right there. You see that patriarchy is a sort of natural or divine order of things, which is not so. Two, that black men have believed and internalized the myth of white womanhood and Anglo-Saxon impositions, so that they place us in relation to where white women are.
There's two things a woman, I believe, being a black woman and a very proud black woman, can do for a man: make him or break him. And then you take into consideration how the black man has been berated by the white man. His woman, you know, adequately couldn't have the luxuries of another woman born the same just like her. This man has to, you know, black men have stood by for a very, very long time and been humiliated by the, you know, the system. He can't get the job that this fella can get. You must understand that his wife might have to go on welfare. He has to stay in the humility of that. He has to watch the plumber duck if the welfare worker come in there. You understand me? He has always been like made to feel he's below the next man. So you must, all this you must come, you know, take into consideration. You know, now black men are learning, you know, that they're part. They're beginning to feel like a man. They're getting their dignity and their pride back. So he needs a woman to keep on pushing him. Vice versa, you know. When you say about, you know, in the system, this system has destroyed actually the black man. You know, because everything that we've ever done, there's no part of this country that you can say, if you touch that a black man didn't bring it in here. You know, everything that they built, they've never been able to share with it. I don't even want to hear that. You know, what society have done just took our black men and destroyed their manhood. That's what they've done. They ain't abetted.
I'm certainly not in disagreement. I'm in 200% agreement with.
We understand that what the brothers are going through now, as you say, the cultural national. But mightn't it all be very revolutionary, and you might be the better woman for understanding that they, at this point, they need you to walk a few feet behind and get their manhood together. So if it takes that, then I'm going to do whatever the brothers need now. I mean, I've been doing a lot of research on slavery and talk about wiping out and ripping off a people.
How revolutionary is it if one half of us is in condescension and a kind of almost fear, saying, walking 10 paces behind you, saying that in order for me to, quote, regain my manhood, I have to deny you your peoplehood.
We just have to do whatever we need to do to help
that
these
says
black
to me
men
that you really...
Honestly, and I'm probably going to get eaten alive for saying this, I feel like a lot of women have forgotten their place. And we live in this inverted world. And I feel we got stuck in this whole feminism thing. Feminism is a scam. And now it's like trying to undo. It is. Feminism, I don't care what anybody says. Yes, we are equal in value, but we are not equal in traits. We are different. Men and women are different.
I agree with that.
And I'm so sick and tired of why are we fighting to be something that we're not? I am not a man. I will never be a man. And for those of you that make that decision, I love that for you. Period. But there are certain things that are just, y'all are stronger than we are. We are more detail-oriented than you are. There are certain traits that we naturally got from God based on the gender that we are. And it's all based on survival. It's all based on human nature. And so I feel like women have, a lot of women, not all women, but most women have forgotten their place.
Within themselves,
within the order of family, within the order, even like with God. You know, if you just want to start blanketing statements like, now this is a thing. If you are a masculine woman, that's fine. But stop acting like you're feminine. If you want to be a boss, babe, I don't need no man. You go do you, boo. But stop teaching that that's the answer. Because I'm sick and tired of this divide of the family. I'm sick and tired of now good men, like, and I'm listening to like stories, right? Good men are getting lazy in dating. They're getting lazy in the pursuit because women are making either everything too easy or they're too hands off. So now what's the point in even trying to date a woman when you're the man that you want me to be?
Feminism is a scam. It was sold to women as it would make them happier. But what they're seeing is, hey, if I sacrifice my entire life to go focus on my professional career, it actually doesn't make me happier. I become more depressed and anxious, and there's more stress in life, versus the original plan, the way God designed it, was the husband is the head of the household and the woman is coming up under him, and she gets to take care of the family, and she can have a professional career too, which is fantastic, but it's not her primary aim. Her primary aim is not. And so what we have many.
Shalom, first string of.
I do not want to have sex with any man that's currently having sex with other women. I do not want to have sex with any man that's currently having sex with other women. I just don't. I'm just not interested in that. If you want to be out here smashing everything, go do that. I desire, and right now, maybe it'll change in the future, but I desire to have a monogamous relationship. If the time comes and we need to have a conversation about being open, that's a completely different ballgame. But I don't want to start in an open relationship, because how you start something is often how you finish it. And if you don't like me, definitely don't smash me. But if you do like me, am I valuable enough to you for you to get rid of this other stuff that you have going on? And if I'm not, I never will be. And I'm not going to put myself into the delusion thinking that I can change a man. I can't. A man is going to be exactly who and what he is. And that's that on that. I'm not going to try to battle that. So what I'm going to do is be my friend. Get to know me. Let's hang out. And we could go to the movies. We could go for walks. We could feed the... I do not want...
You women will have to come.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Rukwah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the mighty Akim, Wakim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as a speckled bread that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Caldwell Falcon issue with no lesson. Today's lesson, we're going to be going into this whole Isaiah 4:1 thing. You know, I just feel, speaking as a man, right? Through the Spirit, I've been seeing, I forgot what, there was one thing that I saw specifically, and I felt like, okay, well, this is starting to see, I'm trying to remember what it was, but one of the things was this whole, the baby mama thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. Who was the brother that made the lesson? It was this one single mother crash out and stuff like that. That was basically what I saw, and I think I'm gonna let the video play as well. Here, Slakia, bear with me. I forgot about this, but it's very convenient that that the Lord brought it to memory.
Daddy, I knew that nigga won't hit no two.
Obviously, you see, I was watching this. Damn, that's a lot of videos. Those are a lot of videos. I'm not gonna let the whole video play. I'll just let you see some. All right.
Am I okay? No, I'm not okay. I'm a single fucking mom of a autistic child with super fucking hyperactivity. Doesn't listen. I doubt she's ever gonna talk, bro. I know my child. She's a fucking cave woman. She's a savage. She's never gonna talk. So I'm gonna have to deal with that for the rest of my fucking life. I can't get a fucking job. People are attacking women in New York City left and right. They're about to take away fucking food stamps. Yeah, there's mad reasons to be angry. Mad fucking reasons to be angry, bro.
Welcome back to Single Motherhood Crash Outs, where I, single mom, tell you all the fucked up shit happening in my life, because I can't believe this is my reality, and I know y'all can't believe this is my reality too. After all, y'all saw me last week, literally sick as fuck. Naya was also sick, and your girl missed 3 days of fucking work, and I have 4 hours of sick pay. Cool. Next order of business. We've got my eviction notice from my apartment, okay? So I've responded to that. The ball is rolling, and now it's just a waiting game. My favorite thing, right? We love another waiting game, so that's what I'll keep y'all updated on that. The next thing we got going on is I applied for this housing program, had an intake with this housing program, even spoke with the founder of this housing program almost a month ago. She literally told me, and I quote, "Kristen, you and Naya deserve a happy ending. Y'all gonna get it." She was like, "I'm gonna help you get this apartment. I don't want you to stress anymore. Ask me if I have heard from them. Ask me if I've heard from them." Now, on top of all of that, also I told y'all that me and Naya were in a car accident. I will disclose and talk about that later, but long story short, Naya and I got hit by a motherfucker on an electric bicycle. You heard that right. We got hit. My car got hit by a man on an electric bicycle. And this motherfucker is really trying shit, even though he knows it was his fault, but we all know how accidents go, right? Y'all know how accidents go. And now on top of that, my washing machine in my apartment is still broken, my kitchen sink is still clogged, and my toilet needs to be fixed, but I'm too afraid to go ahead and let maintenance know because of all this stuff happening with my apartment. And I'm just over here trying to just remember that Dory said just keep swimming. And she's a cartoon animated fish, right? So if it worked for her, it's gotta work somehow, right? But yeah, that's my updates. Keep y'all posted.
Okay, Slaka, you basically you get the point. I could go longer, I could go more, but you really don't need to see more. You understand what's going on and all this stuff. Like, it is terrible. It is absolutely horrible right now, the way society is set up. And now you have these women that are single mothers. The government thing fucked over the whole food stamp stuff. And, but Slack, I'm trying to think. And the thing about that is how, even now, even after they restored it, it's still not like fixed. I think they were saying that you need to have, they're adding more requirements on it in order to receive it. So it is not very good. It's not for you have to reapply, and they're adding new requirements on it. All right, so yeah, that was what was going on. It is not a good time to be, in this modern woman mindset. All right, so hence, bear with me a moment, Slocky. All right, Slocky. Basically, the thing that's going on is that all the single mothers and stuff like that they were relying on the government or Esau to make ends meet and stuff like that. They're over here saying that, oh well, all this stuff is happening, like things are not good. Like I'm over here dealing with all this stuff, but not just with finances, but with my kid. I'm the only one here. I don't have any help. X, Y, and Z. And the thing is, that is getting. Life here is getting worse and worse. All right, it's not getting better. And on top of that, the cost of living has only increased while people's finances and payments and finances have not increased much. All right, it has not increased in proportion to how people live, or how much people make money. That was the thing where the people now work longer hours compared to I don't know what 10, 20 years ago and stuff like that. Because you normally people would just be, oh, okay, well, you got just own your own 9 to 5 and whatnot. You're able to make ends meet. You're able to either live paycheck to paycheck, but you still had time for yourself to do other free stuff. You know, get home, teach your kids and all that stuff. Oh, that was another thing I wanted to say. Oh, well, fuck. But yeah, basically get home and teach your kids and stuff like that. I'm trying to stay on topic. I don't want to jump to something else. So Slovakia. But basically, that was the thing where how they're trying to teach. They are teaching. No, Slovakia not teaching. They are saying, "Oh, you just have to do this, you just do that," but it's not working. Okay, it's only getting worse, and it's getting harder for everyone, people in general, to live. All right, to the point where like, okay, well, this is just not sustainable. All right. Now, also the thing here about women, you have these women that are saying, well, this woman is saying she's not going to get with no man that wants multiple women. That's number one. She also said all this stuff about how she's basically trying to say how she basically doesn't understand the inner workings of a man and stuff like that. She's saying that she expects a man to, you know, drop all the other stuff just for her, and she's basically in that mindset of she is the prize and whatnot, where very soon, because of the increasing, I mean, not to increase, but increasingly terrible conditions, that type of mindset is soon going to be like shut down. She's not going to be thinking like that. She's not going to be talking like that. She's going to just say, okay, well, I need a man and stuff like that. And you know what's funny is there was this one Jake. I think I still have the video over here, where he was talking about this.
That was the first dream. And by the end of the dream, the field was covered in blood that were trying to find a man that would marry them. They were even offering themselves in ways that they probably normally wouldn't do. I could hear so many different voices. I could hear so many different arguments, so many different disagreements, and so many different denials. And the women were running to the men, and they were telling the men, marry me, I don't care what I have to do. And some of the women even said, I'll be your seventh wife. I'll be your seventh wife. I don't care. I don't care if I'm the seventh one. And so the men were listening, and some of the men would choose as many women as they could. Some of the men chose none of them. A lot of them chose none of those women. And what they were saying was, I can't help you. I can't afford you. I don't want that baby. I don't want to raise another man's baby. I don't want to have anything to do with you. Why didn't you want me when I wanted you? What's going on now? No, I don't need that. But one of the statements stuck out to me. One statement said, I don't want to raise that child because I don't know anything about his father. If you know anything about the connection between young boys and their fathers, you kind of understand how severe this is. The millennial men were telling the women, I don't want what their father has to come into my household.
So yeah, basically you saw this. Alright, Slovakia. Basically you heard what this dude said, and how this dude was saying how these women, there was just a bunch of women that were saying, oh, I'll be your seventh, I'll be your this, I'll be your that, whatever, because things got so bad that they needed a man to take care of them. And we also get this, Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Basically, the thing here is how men, or more specifically, a man of the Lord, but definitely men in general, they are going to be absolutely imperative in the sense of you need something to you're going to need someone to protect you, and a man in general, a proper man, all right, not those effeminate men and stuff like that, but a proper man is going to step up when danger comes. He's going to step up and fight to protect his family. Bear with me one moment, Slocky. I hate this. Slocky, I keep on having to fix something. Anyway, a man is going to be the most important thing when Jacob's trouble comes, and all there's going to be just so much terror. All right, it's going to be terror, horror, danger, threats, and all that stuff to people's lives that these women are going to need. Like, okay, I need to help. I need the help. I need the protection. I need this, that, and the third, or whatever, and stuff like that. Because there could be there's going to be men that are going to be they're going to treat these women like worse than what these normal men do. Like they will abuse and misuse them, treat them like just a thing, and then just toss them to the side or whatever. Rather than a man of the Lord that's going to be like, okay, well, this is my wife and whatnot, so whatever, and I'm going to actually take care. Because as a man, as a man of the Lord, you have to. We are obligated that if we're dealing with the woman, we have to actually take care of them, and that also extends to multiple wives. The same way any other Israelite in the scriptures has had multiple wives. Jacob. I don't want to say Isaac, not Isaac. It was King Solomon. All right, King David. They had multiple wives, and they took care of all the wives, especially King David and King Solomon, because the thing with them was they were kings, obviously, so they had money. They had the money to do so. They had the resources to do so. So as a man, again, if you're allowed to have multiple wives, but you have to actually take care of each and every single one of them. All right, and I guess I wasn't gonna. I didn't think this was needed, but yes, this is. Over here. Okay, so Exodus chapter 21, verse 10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not diminish. Basically, as a man, if you take another wife, you have to make sure that she is treated equally. She's not deprived of all the stuff like food, shelter, and the duty of marriage. All right, you know what the duty of marriage is. The whatever you basically get the point. All right, like I don't know. I just feel like I shouldn't say. You whatever. You're adults. You know what it is. Okay, the duty of marriage. Anyway, the thing. So the thing about this is, was I duty of marriage and oh yeah, basically taking care of them. So as I said before, a man, a proper the best type of man is the men of the Lord, because the men of the Lord are the ones that are going to actually take following the words of YAHAWASHI seriously, in the sense of, okay, well, the Lord told us to do something, so we have to do it. All right, it's literally that simple. All right, rather than saying, oh, I just want to do this because of, oh, just because I want to, what's it called, that music video. I want a music video type of stuff. It's not a music video. It's actually like taking care of them, rather than just saying that. But also, the women are supposed to actually submit to the order of the man, which we're going to get into that as well. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 8, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Basically, the woman was made for the man and not the other way around. And as a result of that, the woman is supposed to, make sure that the man is supported, taken care of, rather than the man, the man is supposed to take care of the woman, of course, but the woman is supposed to support as the helper, as the, I don't know, sidekick, if you want to call it, if you want to use that as a reference. Okay, I think it's the best way to put it. Okay, as the helper, supporter, and all that stuff. Let me get this. Genesis 2, verse 18. And the Lord Yahweh said, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him and help me for him." Basically, the thing here is how, as a helper, you're supposed to help the man. The man takes the front lines and all that stuff, while the woman is in the back line, if you will. All right, basically the cheerleader, the helper. The person that's supposed to always be at the man's corner. Right, that's how it's supposed to be. And it's not supposed to be the other way around, stuff like that. Because even then, which is why a lot of these women are complaining and stuff like that, because they are not able to take all the stress. They weren't made to take all the stress. They were made to just say, okay, you know what, the man got most of this stuff, so I'm just gonna back off. But at the same time, you have to understand that just because you weren't made for this type of stress, it doesn't mean that you are now you boss him around and stuff like that. You're supposed to, because the man takes all the stress, he's supposed to take all the responsibilities, yes, but he's also supposed to be the leader. He's supposed to be the one in charge of telling you what to do. All right, because the thing is that you don't. Where's that one? Wait, no, I'm not gonna get it. But basically, the main thing is just how, it's like I don't know, like I don't know, in the army, okay, the soldiers, they do the work and stuff like that, and the leader and the generals, leader, whatever, they make all the big decisions and stuff like that. That's a terrible example, how does that you're able to understand that the woman is just supposed to, stay in the back line, stay in the back, stay at home, and worry about that. Worry about only that, rather than, oh, you have to worry about what's going on at home, and you have to worry about making money, and you have to worry about the stress of dealing with all these other responsibilities and stuff like that. All right. So yeah, um, this is why society is not how it's supposed to be right now. All right. Anyway, continuing on. Um, Not Genesis. It was Isaiah 54 verse 1. And in that day, some women shall take hold of one man, saying, "We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." And basically, the thing here is, the women are going to finally say, "Okay, you know what? I'm done being a strong, independent woman and all this stuff. I'm going to, submit to my husband, my man, especially if he wants, if I'm going to be with other women as well, then that's fine. I'm accepting that and whatnot." And you see, with all this stuff, these women are at their wits' end, and they're ready to just give up. A lot of them are just ready to give up and stuff like that. But sometimes giving up takes the form in many different ways. So it could be, what the main thing of default, and it could be another thing where, oh well, I'm just gonna let a man handle it. I'm done. Because you heard this one woman basically say, you know, they were sold a scam. They were sold a dream, but they were lied to. All right. So yeah, basically that's what's going on with that. Next, 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. Basically, the order is Yahweh, Yahweh, then Yahawashi, then the man, then the woman, and then the kids, and whatever is below that. So the thing here is how the woman reports to the man reports to Yahawashi reports as Yahawashi is a mediator for us to Yahweh. Okay, and in that, that's how things are supposed to go. All right, that's how things are supposed to go. Where we are to show reverence and respect unto our Lord Yahweh. All right, or it's like our head Yahweh, Yahawashi, and then Yahweh Yahawashi, but also just the women in general respects and reveres all, and then the men revere both Yahweh and Yahawashi, all right, as they are above us in the hierarchy. Okay, next, Sirach 36, verse 25, where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled, and he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning. Basically, the thing here is a man is a hedge of protection. Okay, so as a result of that, the man is supposed to be protecting the woman, taking care of her. But of course, if the woman does not want no hedge, does not want no protection, and just wants to give herself up, then of course you can't expect that, because that's the thing. The police, all right, they are the quote unquote hedge for these women, that in their mind, because they think if something happens, oh, I'll just call the police and let the thing happen. And then what? A man is going to come help you, but you would rather have a a man that's paid to do this rather than just a normal everyday man. And so as soon as the government shut down and then the police are not paid to help you anymore, the police stop coming to help you and whatnot. Then what? You're just in that, you're just going to you're just going to be in that terrible situation with no escape and whatnot. Or that's how bad it is. All right, but yet no one thinks about these types of stuff. All right. So with that, I pray this testimony that I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, the Kodash, the honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, the Bible, Shalom.